What is up, YouTube? Welcome to the second episode of the second season. Hey, before I even get into the video, I want to thank everybody for helping me reach my first milestone of 100 subs. I think we at like 140 right now, but I want to thank everybody for that. And I also want to thank y'all for allowing my last video to get over 1,000 views. Hopefully we can run that back. You know, I'm gonna continue to drop videos weekly. And like I said before, this series finna be lit, so go ahead and subscribe so y'all don't miss out on nothing, man. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know I appreciate y'all. With that being said, let's get into this video. Alright, so after that win against Boston College, we had a bye week. So I took that time to go out to Chicago, and I'm on my way to the airport right now. My guy JB has his court date, and you know I gotta be there to support. So that's where I'm headed. And if y'all don't know who JB is, go back and watch the first season. But hopefully today we hear some good news. I'm gonna catch up with y'all later. Alright, so after sitting in the courtroom for a very long time, it ended up being worth it because we got great news that they finally letting my guy JB free. And while he was in there, I had promised him I'd be looking out for him and his family. So of course I had something special waiting for him when he got out. I had broke him off a nice chunk of bread from that NIL money. And I ain't gonna lie, that was a great feeling knowing I could help him out and get him back on his feet. And of course he was beyond grateful. And my grandparents let me know someone else I knew had just got out of prison. Now, even though I was raised by my grandparents and we never had that father and son bond, it was still good to see my dad and talk to him after years. He basically was seeing how I was doing, and he let me know he had been hearing about how good I am at football. And I wish I could have stayed longer because it's a lot of questions that are unanswered. We got a lot of catching up to do. But unfortunately, I had to get back and catch my flight because we had an early practice that morning to get ready to go up against ASU. Alright, y'all, fourth game of the season, we ranked number 3 going up against Arizona State. My first catch of the game came late in the first quarter. That don't even matter because we beat the defense, and now we taking that to the crib, picking up our first touchdown of the night, and already giving me 80 receiving yards. I ain't gonna lie, Arizona State got some good defense. They was making sure I wasn't grabbing that. But while they was making some good contests, they still didn't find a solution, allowing me to once again beat the defense, breaking off my route and picking up my second touchdown, with this one being a 61-yard reception. Starting off in motion on this play, instead of breaking in, I choose to keep going straight, and I pick up a gain of 19. Early in the third quarter, I break off my route early, QB finds me open, I make an easy grab and add another 19 yards in my total. Later that same drive, I'm trying to get us into that end zone, so I make a cut inside, and I'm brought down in the red zone. First play of the fourth quarter, I extend my route a little bit. QB finds me open, and I pick up a decent amount of yards before being brought down. The very next play, I find an open spot in the defense. I'm able to cap that drive off with a touchdown, making the score 30-19. 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and I'm trying to get 4 of them things. I make a cut towards the end zone, but I'm brought down with a gain of 18. We get that dub over Arizona State, and for the player of the game, guess who? Me, with 10 receptions for 261 yards and 3 tutties. Alright, so after that win over Arizona State, we move up to the rank number 2. Now we're going up against Arizona, and as y'all can see, I make a nice play on my first grab, picking up 27 yards. Now this play, instead of cutting in, I break out. The defense actually played this one well, but it was a great ball, and I'm able to come up with that reception for 22. 3 minutes into the first quarter, I thought this was going to get picked off, but I end up making that grab for a gain of 16 yards. Later that same drive, I'm trying to get my first touchdown, so I don't stick to that comeback route, and I get close to the end zone, but end up being brought down for a gain of 16. It's all good because they know where to go when we in that red zone, so I end up catching a short pass to get us into that end zone, putting us up 2 scores over Arizona. And y'all know them comeback routes don't be going anywhere, so I choose to break off again. Quarterback looks my way, and I end up picking up that first down and a gain of 15. As y'all can see, it's a tie ball game. I'm trying to make something happen. I end up getting away from my defender, hitting the spin move, but I end up getting tripped up. Overall, picking up a gain of 18 yards. But eventually, I end up getting into that end zone again, breaking off my route, and the QB throws that absolute dot to put us up 20-14. First reception of the third quarter comes out from me running down the middle and catching this pass for a gain of 21. Up 28-21, I end up stretching the lead, finding a gap in the defense and picking up another touchdown. And y'all saw this a few times in the last episode, where the defense wasn't set, so I stick to my go route. QB throws a bomb and gets us into that end zone again. So of course we end up beating Arizona. I might as well stop saying it because you already know who won player of the game, with nearly 300 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. 6th game of the season, we going up against number 12 ranked Notre Dame. And I start off the game right with the quarterback throwing in my way, and I catch my first body for a gain of 31 yards. And it's only right I go ahead and give y'all that replay real quick. Later that drive, I end up beating my defender off the line and pick up my first touchdown of the night, making the score 6-0. Late in the first quarter, I end up making another big play, breaking off my route early, making the reception and then taking off for a few extra yards, picking up 25 total yards. very next play, instead of breaking in, I choose to break out, and I pick up another nice amount of yards before stepping out of bounds. Game tied up late in the second quarter. Instead of me running my route, I find a gap in the defense and pick up a nice amount of yards before being brought down, putting us in great field position. Later that drive, I end up capping it off with a touchdown, finding a gap in the defense, and the quarterback throws a dot. Third quarter, now Notre Dame's up a field goal. This play started off a little rough, but I end up getting open and picking up that first down. Now this play, I end up making that same mistake of calling for the ball while I'm not open, and it results in an interception. Now luckily they didn't score on that pick, and I make up for it catching this short pass and making it a big play. Spinning out of one defender, breaking off down the sideline, and stiff arming number 29 for about 5 yards, picking up 48 total yards. Now I'm trying to cap that drive off with a touchdown. I end up breaking off my route early, picking up the first down, but I end up being brought down for a gain of 13. So we score on that last drive, and this is the first play of the next drive. And I switched this up to a go route, which paid off catching my second body before being brought down for a gain of 51. Me and the QB end up catching the defense sleeping, finding a gap in the defense, and picking up another touchdown. And with that, I broke the most receiving yards in a single season. 2 minutes left into the fourth quarter, I end up adding another 6 points to the total off this short little route, and the QB throws a dot, as he always does. So another win against the number 12 ranked team, and I'm gonna just let y'all take this in because it ain't nothing new. And so far, that transfer to USC looked like it was a good decision. Now we just gotta take this momentum into the next game. 7th game in, and we finally ranked number 1, going up against number 10 ranked Utah. And I start off with a nice little smooth 6 yards. 3rd and 7, and we need to convert, and I end up somewhat sticking to my route. QB goes my way, and I end up picking up that first down. Now we are going up against a good defense, and I make a bad call for the ball, which as y'all can see winds up intercepted. But they don't convert on that turnover. The first pass to the second drive goes my way, and I get absolutely lit up. But at least we held on to that peel and picked up a gain of 17. At this play, instead of cutting in, I choose to break outside. The quarterback throws a dot to the sideline, and I'm able to come up with it for a gain of 25. A few plays later, we finally get that first touchdown of the game, which was made by yours truly, putting us up 6-zip against Utah. As y'all could probably guess, going up against a good team, everything ain't easy. And they made a few plays like this, stripping the ball out. 6-7 with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. We trying to get into that end zone, and that's what we do. Off of this quick, simple route, as I dive for the catch to put us up 13-6. But late in that second quarter, we would face some adversity as he throws another pick, which I could take the responsibility for. But we end up getting the ball back before the time ran out. And I don't know how they let this up, but I stick to my go route and pick up another touchdown, putting us up 2 scores right before halftime. Coming back from the half, we put together a quick drive. I finish it off with another tutty. It's the start of the third quarter, and I already got 4 touchdowns. 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, I end up picking up another reception, finding an open spot, and snagging that first down, tallying up another win against number 10 ranked Utah. And it sounds crazy, but this is one of my more chill games. 155 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 10 receptions. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where I would end the video. If y'all haven't, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And let's try to run this video up like I did the last one. And I'm going to continue to drop this type of content weekly. And so with all that being said, I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace.